Right, Cura team, welcome back to Anno 1800. Railhampton. No, you're not settling on Railhampton. You taught me nothing. Right, welcome back to Anno 1800. So, what do we want to do? Well, what I want to do next is really rather boring, but what I would like to do is I would like to look at what surplus we have on some of our islands, and what we are missing on some of our other islands. And what I would like to do is balance some trades out, so that, for example, they don't have bricks, but I think that they could do with bricks to upgrade this. They need 15 bricks. So small things like that. Nothing major, nothing fantastic. But what I want to do is I want to have a look at who is missing what, and how we might resolve that. You see, look, full output storage. So they need to improve that, which means moving bricks around. So I'm going to go and do that, which is very boring. And while that is all happening, I'm sure my expedition to the New World will carry on apace. And once I've sorted some of those things out and moved some things around, we will move on to the next thing. So I will see you back here in Right. Well, welcome back. So I've sorted out a few things. We've got a few more trades going. And that was in case of looking at a few things. And I do believe I've also got a new island here in Railhampton, which was the one that Willie Wibblestock had his eye on, and I told him to get lost because it's a big island, and I plan on using it to make another big city so he can go away. There you go. You don't like it? That's tough, mister, because I'm bigger than you. Anyway, what we've done is we have a problem in Deddenbury with bricks. Just don't seem to be getting enough bricks. I think it's just a time thing. I think there's only one clay pit. So I've gone to High is it High Blake Hall? Is it High Clarence Hall? And they have an infinite amount of bricks for sale. So I'm trading them some charcoal for bricks. Or coal for bricks, depending on how you look at it, and that's fine, and we'll see how that goes. We build up the bricks there, and we'll be fine. Furs from Koretsova to Deddenbury in exchange for bricks, which is why we have a bricks issue, possibly.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Thank you. We also have furs to Wost, because we've said before, Koretsova, part of Koretsova was for furs. And we've got hops from Koretsova to Deddenbury, which is looking good. And we've got hops from Koretsova to Wost. And we've got schnapps from Wost to Koretsova in return. What we don't seem to have is we don't seem to have hops from our other island, which is this one. Sancerre. Sancerre has some hops, which we could possibly use to copy into Wost and Deddenbury. But let's have a look, because I think Wost and Deddenbury are drowning in hops anyway. This is Deddenbury. Deddenbury has 203. Deddenbury is good for hops, and good for beer, and good for everything else, which is great. If we try and find Wost is 27. Buying in? Don't think we need to buy in anymore. Let's have a look at that. We're buying in soap. We need to sort that out. Let's not buy. Let's just no trade at all on hops. So what we probably need to do is we probably need to go and have a look at Sancerre. What is Sancerre got by way of hops? 128. So Sancerre can definitely do hops to Wost. So let's have a look at that. So create a route, and we're going to go from Sancerre to Wost. And we're going to load up with hops. Probably not going to need that many. Let's try and break it down. Let's say 30 at a time. And we'll unload it. And we'll have a look. What ship have we got? Something small. The oyster catcher will do. Just a small one. And that'll sort that out. We're now getting hops from Sancerre. Now, the other thing is that Sancerre makes furs. So, let's see. Sancerre's furs? No furs? I thought Sancerre... Oh no, Sancerre doesn't make furs. Okay, never mind. That doesn't matter. Right, so there we go. So finally build this pier. Been waiting a while on that. Right, so we're all good. Bricks is a major issue. Everything else is fine. It's soap, that was the other thing I wanted to. Woe's issue was soap, wasn't it? So Denbury's cool. I'm happy with Denbury. It's taking long. Railhampton's new. We haven't even got into starting on that. That'll be one of the things we need to do next, but we'll have a look at a couple of things before we do that. Bricks and clay here, fine. They're on the up and up. Leave those as they are for now. Seem to get a bit of a problem with this stuff. The bread. But I think we can make that here. I just need to go in and balance that chain. But it's soap. Soap in Wost is an issue. So we do have some. Let's have a look, because the person who we need to talk to about soap is the prison. So we need to go from, what does he need? No, he wants soap. Oh, we can't get... Oh, who do we get soap from? Nobody? We just have to make it. Ah, that's a problem. So we need... Yeah, we need animal fat and soap. So... What was this problem with that? What about you guys? You guys have any... You guys have lots of pigs, but no rendering. I think the problem is I wanted to keep this agricultural, and soap is a workers thing. So I don't really want to make, because the minute I start adding workers... Thank you. The minute I start adding workers in here, I start to have to fulfill a whole bunch of other needs, and that was not what this island was supposed to be about. This island was supposed to be my hops and agriculture, and I can do that. I can grow grain, I can grow peppers, I can get furs. Yeah, that's what I want this for. So we're not doing soap there. Sancerre isn't even on the map when it comes to stuff like that, so we're not even worrying about it. Denbury has some pigs, some soap. I guess they've got some rending, and Wost, bucket load of pigs, no soap. So that's a supply chain thing. I just need to go and balance that out in due course, which I will do in due course. But I think by and large, from a trade route side of things, that's pretty much it. I'm happy. They're all ticking along. We're moving stuff around, and it's fine. I don't think there's any critical shortages. I think we've addressed those. She wants pigs. I could sell her pigs for glass panes, maybe. Coal. No, I'm selling my coal to other people. Though you do have a lot of iron. I could buy some iron in. But I want to let my trades run a little bit and see what my finances look like. They were at 5,000. They've dropped a little. And I'm going to do some more developing soon. And I want to keep an eye on those kinds of things for that. So that's the trades and everything. We'll go and have a look. Like I said, we've settled Railhampton. And hooray, we've settled Railhampton. And we've only just started. I mean, and I'm not going to build it now in the dark, but Railhampton's on my list of things to do. I've got a population, I've got some stuff. It's we've got the essentials and the key ingredients. I think they are in desperate need of some further clothes. I don't actually think we have anything in the way of knitting available. I don't think we have any sheep yet. So what is it? There's a road out here which is in relation to what is that at the far end here? Some kind of wood thing, I think. But what we can do is let us put some sheep here. That's one. Does that go out there? Because I could do that. Oh, does it go out there? We could do another one. And we could do that, that, and that. And then no harm in not having a couple of framework knitters, which sorts that out. And then all we need to do is we can use the clone tool and we will copy this row of houses and put them there. Stick a road in round back. Done. Right? They will soon populate up. What are they missing? Probably missing a pub. No, they're missing clothes. I'll chuck a pub in so that there's no arguments later over there. But the issue for these people is clothes. And I need to get the population up. It'll take some time. So anyway, that's Railhampton underway with those kinds of things. Balancy. Now then, the other big news, obviously, is we've made it to the new world. And I got a bit carried away, which is not a surprise. Well, I got here and Beryl already had 2 islands. I was like, blimey, O'Reilly, Beryl's got 2 islands already. We can't have that. So I settled 2 islands. And I strategically picked them because there are these islands around here, around the outside, but only one of them had cotton. And I think that one has cotton. That one has cotton, but it's a bit lumpy and it's a bit close to Beryl. Beryl has her cotton. That one has cotton, but it looks like it's going to be a nightmare to build on. So look, I settled these 2, which are close to the parrot, but what can you do? Cotton and sugar cane, and cotton and sugar cane. Just cotton and sugar cane, but you can only do so much. Just cotton. Neither cotton nor sugarcane. So these 2 are the best value for me, as well as that one, in terms of being able to get sugarcane for rum and cotton for fur coats. Now, we may just be able to steal the march on. She's got sugarcane, but she's only got 1 sugarcane. If I were to get a ship over there now, and steal a march on a 3rd island, then I could have 3 islands in the New World and have a lot of the sugarcane, which would put me in a bit of a king seat with regards to Beryl, which I might do. But let's go and have a look at our islands first. So this is Cruz Amita. And again, apologies about it being night time, and I've literally only just landed. I haven't done anything. So yeah, look, it goes on a bit out to the point stuff. I think I'm just going to develop these as it is. I'm not going to put any particular things on it. This is a big one, Viejo Gorino. So I think what I'm going to do is this is just going to be, look at it, it's huge. This is just going to be a massive, great big. I'm going to go all out on that one, I think. And what I need to do is go back to the old world and see who I've got loitering around my ports that I might be able to pick up and head out and colonize that third one. So where are you? You're over here. Not one of mine. Have I got? Aha.
New orders?
Super line. Right. What have we got here? We've got enough planks, and we've got enough steel. Come on then. Let's be having you. We'll load this up. We'll send it out to the new world. And then when daytime comes along, I have a number of islands to develop, and I might do some of those in a little bit of a time lapse because it's going to follow the same routine as it normally follows. You know, we're going to lay things out and do stuff, but you'll still see how I go about doing what I do. And we are, of course, have we got to where we're going with this one?
Falcon ready.
Yeah, we have.
Her Majesty has little patience. I'd skip to it if I were you.
I would too. Isn't this...
Ready?
That's got a mine. Oh, you also need to go there. Neptune's gift needs to go there too. Blimey. Keeping track of these quests. So Neptune's gift is probably idle.
We'll tack there in no time.
I sure hope so. Right, and as I've said before, I'm trying to keep track of quests, and I want to go and I asked Beryl for a quest. I mean, if we have a look at the diplomacy side of things. So, yeah, Willie's umming and ahhing, obviously. I asked Beryl for a quest, and she said no. She said you were busy. Medium high.
Time to lay my cards on the table.
Fine.
Plenty under my wing.
All right. Okay. Great. We've got Beryl on with trade rights, which is pretty good because I wanted to get that sorted. Yeah. Cool beans. Took a bit of money, but there you go. Because what have we got here? Boats for sale. Oh, that's Clarence Hall. Who's that? That's Willie. I'm not interested, Willie. Quest available.
Look in my eyes. You are feeling sleepy. And bite off the hand that feeds you.
I don't know who you think you are, Willie, but you're just not that important. You're just not that important to me. Right, anyway, waffling on, digressing and everything else. Like I said, there's stuff to do. Rail Amp's back underway, you see. We've got this up and running now. Daylight has arrived. The clothes are on the up and up, uppity up. They're all happity dappity. So, yeah, so what I'm going to do is go back to where I was, which was Wosed, where we were loading up the... where are you, Wosed? Where we were... No, it wasn't Wosed? Where the heck was I? There we are, loading this up. So what we need is about 50. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 usually gets me sorted. And then about 10 of these usually gets me sorted. And I think that's it. Is there anything else you want to bring along? I don't think there's anything else critical we need to bring along to get started with. They don't use those clothes over there. They use something else, so that's fine. Right, so the trumpet fish, and he needs to be relocated to the new world, and we'll send him to Viejo Garino for now, and we'll catch up with him when he enters the new region, and we'll redirect him to set up a new colony. Right, well that's it. So let me Probably what I'll do is I'll duck off. I'll have a little fiddle with some of the balancing for Woes and Denbury and Kurotsova and Sancerre. I'll do a little bit of a develop of Railhampton, and I'll jump you back in for a time lapse as we do the islands in the New World and set up some of the things we need to set up there to move on to the next level. Because what these guys are missing is fur coats. We're getting enough rum from somewhere, but essentially what these guys need is only fur coats. And once we get the fur coats sorted for the artisans, we can move on to the next level, which is engineers, I think, and we can start talking about getting into the steam age and various other bits and pieces. So that's it. And next time you jump in, it'll be into time lapse. I'll see you soon. again. Right, we are back. So let's talk about what you've just been watching. So this is Viejo Garino. You know, this one's a big one. So I'm gonna develop this all out because we've got a huge amount of space. So this is going to be a full-on development, and I've taken that approach, and I've gone out to kind of settle in these uncomfortable areas where there's cliffs and things with the things like the cotton I think we got here, and we've got various other bits and pieces that coffee, which is a need, and various things that I need for meat and also for ponchos and things like that. This is also one of my cotton and rum generation places, so I've got plantains, which is required. I've got sugarcane, which is required for rum, and I've got plantains, which is required here to keep the people happy. So yes, so I've been doing that and working my way through and upgrading the worker class here, which is jornalero, to the farmer class, sorry, to worker class, which is the obrera, and gradually working through balancing their happinesses and needs. Because as you can see down at the bottom here, below incidents, their income per house. So you'll see that go up and down as you mess around and as needs and happiness comes and goes. So what you want to do is you want to maximize that, and the happier they are and the more needs that they have. Oh yes, if you could stop talking. You get higher income, so that's what happens. Whereas if you look at these guys, their income's 8. I mean, he's totally happy. We could do with some more plantains, and it will go up as you know, maybe to like 10 or 11 or 12. But you want to make sure that you're keeping all those needs satisfied and everything else. Can I just set the time of day, because there we go. That'll do, because I'm talking. Thank you. So yeah, so that's it, and I'm progressing this one slowly out, and I'm just gonna keep going and just keep expanding this one, but I need to wait for some of these things to build up, and I need to balance out some of my production chains, which is just a permanent job. So that's Viejo Garino. This is Tanga de la Haya, or however you say it. And this is a funny one because it's got this kind of like pinched waist in the middle. But again, cotton and rum. So I'm working on this one, and I've only just started. But obviously we have the plantain crop, which we require. We have cornfield, because I need that for some of my other places. So I also need this to support my other islands' needs as they get higher up. I've got sugarcane and I've got cotton. And again, so this is gradually building up, and one of the things that we need to do is, you can see I don't really have much, so just need to build up stock, progress, build up stock, progress, build up stock, progress. So this one's just started, so got a little bit to do on that one. But again, build up this side maybe, and then what I'll have to do is I'll have to try and, you know, cut through here and start developing on this side. Eventually at some point maybe able to squeak in a couple of additional ports, but again, for now, build, grow, develop, but not push it too far. You know, you can imbalance your chains quite a lot, and your income up there at the top starts to plummet. You can see that mine has been up and down and up and down and up and down. At one point I had you know, like $260,000. Now of course I have been spending a lot, but it does fluctuate up and down quite a bit for a variety of reasons, and a lot of that is to do with happiness. So the happier your people are, the more income you will get, and, you know, swapping out your lower class for your higher classes will give you more money. So this is the last of my islands. This is Cruzamita, and this one again, developing, just adding and adding and adding. This one's doing a little bit better, quite well. Managed to get in some plantains and things. It's a bit pinched for space. This one, it's not huge. I'll have a think about this one, whether I just keep this as a farming one, because I think I need corn and I need rum and I need cotton and this one's going to be a little bit trickier. And for some reason, this guy always seems to be short on fish oil stuff. So maybe I'll build another one, because it just seems like you guys never seem to sort that out. Yeah, I'll have a think about this one, but I think maybe this one remains as kind of a fairly low-level agricultural one. And I don't see that as a problem, you know, like I've said before. You don't need to make everything the star in the crown jewels. You just need to perhaps say, what is this island best used for? Is it best created into a big civilization? Or pirates ahoy! They're trying to land at our bay. They missed the beach. They run aground. Yeah, so that's the thing. There's a lot of pirate activity around here. I've had to bring out some ships of the line to protect my harbors because they kept coming under attack. I got a little gunboat there as well, I think. Yeah, it kept coming under attack, which is quite a nuisance. See, my income's gone down again. I haven't done anything. I don't know what causes that. Yeah, so there you go. Expand, expand. And don't expand too far. Expand a bit, balance. Expand a bit, balance. These guys look woefully unhappy. What is the problem? Rum. They want a chapel. Oh, really? I can probably amend that. If it's making you so absolutely unhappy, you guys need that, and I need that, and you guys need a chapel. Where can I put it? Can't put it there. That's a shame. Can I put it there? There you go. Does that make you guys a little bit happier? There you go. And we're working on plantains and we're working on rum. At least I thought we were working on rum. Is that the... No. Where's my... Is it one of these? No. This guy? Cotton mill? Have I not given you guys rum? Who's this guy? Plantain kitchen. Sawmill. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought I'd given you guys some way of making rum. Ooh, not going to fit it in there. Right, solved that problem. So sugar cane. You guys ought to be making sugar cane. That one. Sugar cane, and you're making wood. It's probably going to eat into it, but hey ho, there you go. You'll get some rum eventually, young man. Do not worry. So that is loaders delayed. I don't think I need some more bricks. Yeah, so that's this guy underway, and I haven't by all means balanced out the new world yet. It's kind of tricky. I need to get some stock together and then start looking at trades and cross trading. Like I said, there's only some islands. There's only, I think, this island that does corn of the islands that I have. And, you know, there's things like bricks, so I need to do all that balancing, which is fine. Isn't the end of the world. Let's go back to the old world and have a look at what's happening back at where we were. So let's go back to Wozed. Right, welcome to Wozed. Blimey, it's got big. Expand, expand, expand. I've put in some additional port facilities on a beach over there. And maybe I'll get some... Oh, blimey. Maybe... I mean, this is the game. This is the game. It just keeps changing and changing and changing, and nothing is static, and you're always reacting to things. You don't get 5 minutes break. I've played this game over the last couple of days for like 6 or 7 hours and you never get a pause. It's mentally exhausting because you never get a break. You're always changing things and modifying things, and you do something which changes something, and then you have to go back and change something else to fix it, and then you have to add things, and then you have to add more things, and then something happens and you have to go back and do that, and and hours and hours and hours go by, and you feel like you're getting nowhere. I mean, this is all huge, but I still haven't managed to get any rum or furs to these guys since ever. And I keep trying. God, am I trying? But it's frustrating because you're like, I'm trying to get it done, but there's so many barriers in the way to getting it done because you've got to do this before you can do that, and then that breaks, so you need to go fix that, and then there's a disease outbreak, and I've got this big area up here which is dangerously dangerous because I definitely need something like a hospital over here. And do I have enough to instantly build one? Oh, I kind of do, because I think I probably should. That's a bit far removed. I'll build it in the center because, the minute you get a disease outbreak, your workers plummet, and your workers plummet, your profit plummets, and then like I said, you lose a whole truck ton of money. Expanding out here, filling our needs, balancing our needs, making sure that we have enough of everything. Always adding, taking away. Where you see a bottleneck, see it says summit's missing. That means you've got a production chain issue. You don't have enough of something, or conversely, full output storage means you need more of something. So I'm always going around and looking at these things and balancing them and saying, well, I've got sand mines, so I should be using that to make more glass and so on. So you could spend a long time balancing, and I think that's going to be the next thing. Is I've done a period of expansion, and the period of expansion has led to a lot of imbalances here, and here. And I need to go through each of them and balance them all back out again. And some trade routes have collapsed because the supply and demand has fallen apart, and I need to go back and fix those, and I need to do some other things. So after 6 hours of gameplay, I need to go back and adjust some things. Koritsova, looking good. I mean, this is my agricultural place, and it's expanding and expanding, and I think I need some more steel to build that, and some glass, which I don't have here. But I haven't extracted clay because the problem with the clay deposits is you're bonkers, Willie. Go away. You need workers, and I don't want to. I just don't want to, because like I said, I want to keep this as my agricultural place and furs, and I'm making a ton of furs, which is great because I need this supply for fur coats. Where are we down here? Furs 150, and I'm selling some, and I probably shouldn't. I should probably create more stock for myself, because I want more. I'm gonna need more. Yeah, so Koritsova's going good. Just expanding it, just always adding agriculture. This is for agriculture, so grain, hops, peppers. I think I'm done with the furs. I think I'm generating a nice amount of furs. I don't think I'm going to run out. I've had the, here for example, full output storage. So I think I've got plenty. I'm just going to keep expanding this one out quite quietly, and Kurtzova will be done, and that will be it. And I won't be upgrading anything there, which is fine. Sancerre, what happened? Shortage of workers everywhere. Oh my gosh. Right, what I need to do is I probably need to get some... Do you think I could do that? Right, I want to talk to you about this selection wheel and some of the issues I've had with that in a minute, but let's get these guys built up. They're not going to be happy without one of these. And one of those. Which is fine. Pub with a view. Just, you know, watch the kiddies don't fall off the cliff. So they will do their thing and they will gradually work up. What do you mean there's no fish? Oh, well that's because we don't have enough workers. Oh, catch 22, huh? Look at this. Full output storage, missing goods, full output storage. It'll take a little while to adjust itself. Let's speed up, watch it adjust itself. Because the other thing is with this is there's always a time delay. So you chuck something in, and I chucked in an absolute truck ton of houses. And we just wait. Come on, you can do it. Back down again. Back up again, back down again, back up again. Wow, seems to not know what it's doing. Right, okay, because there's now, what we're saying is, still gonna need more. So, what I think I will do is do that. That one. Do it again. Unfortunately, this creates these kind of grids, but it's quick. Solves my problem quickly. So I've upped to my farmers. My farmers will start dealing with these shortages. These shortages will go away because I now have people actually fishing. Although one fishing dock is by no means ever going to be enough. So let's chuck in another. Right, so Sancerre. Let us set time of day again. No. Right. Time of day. There we go. Thank you very much. Right. So, what are you doing here? Are you people ever going to want to be upgraded? It's a fish-related issue. Still declining. Blimey. Okay. I can soon solve that by adding in another one. Right. I don't know what happened to Sancerre. It was going fine last time I looked. Right, these guys are on the up and up, so we just need to promote some. A whole bunch of them have suddenly decided to move in, so the population increases, the profit increases, and eventually we're going to end up, yeah, look, the workers have come in and everything else. So Sancerre's back on track, that's fine. So, Dedenbury. Dedenbury is arguably now one of my most advanced, and it's progressing quite a lot. We've got an additional port over there. We've got this whole extra village over here on the hills, which is doing its own thing. We've got a beach there, which we need to probably use at some point. But this has just been expanding and expanding and expanding to meet our needs. And again, you know, Still working on furs and rum, which is why we're in the new world, and it's what we need to sort out with those trades. We can't sort out the trades until we have a sufficient amount of stuff. But Dedenbury is going apace, and once I've sorted out the new world and sorted out the cotton, look at how much money I'm losing. I've no idea why. Why am I losing that much money? Haven't got a clue. I mean, you saw what I saw. We were doing absolutely fine, and now we're not doing fine. What is going on? This is Railhampton. Railhampton quietly expanding. Again, we've only just really started on this one. I've started laying out some roads and things to try and expand and build. And I've just been meeting needs and trying to deal with fires in other places. So a lot of this game is about firefighting. I think the mechanics are so complex. Trying to keep everything under control is nigh on impossible. So I don't know why. You have to kind of tackle one island at a time, and eventually the islands work themselves out. These guys are all happy, and I don't have an overabundance of people on one scale or another, so this should be fine. This is not a problem, and Railhampton's doing well. This one, I've got lots of extra people. I seem to have no one's really super happy. They need more clothes. I mean, that's not the end of the world. What's the issue with clothes? Is it cheap? No, it's framework knitters. I need more knitters. I've got a knitter there already. I can put another one in.
Look at you swagger.
I can put another 2 in. If you really want. That ought to solve that problem. Is there anything else that you guys just clothes? So you guys are just not super happy because of clothes. What's your issue?
You ain't half good to me.
Bread's improving. All of those supplies, they could be better, but not the end of the world. Not so much that we should be losing so much money. I really don't feel. Koratova we've been to. Sancerre we've been to. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. So this might be a New World issue. Let's go and have a look at the New World. See what's going on. The other thing is I've got quite a big fleet of boats. They cost money. So these guys look alright. Ain't no thing going wrong here. What do they got issues with? They got issues with plantains. It says it's improving. What have they got issues with? Nothing in particular. So they seem to be doing okay. We might need to... Our plantains are over here. We could add in another plantain. Over here. Do that one. Not too close. Oh. Oh! This wheel selection business is driving me nuts, I tell you. Absolutely nuts. I do not like this selection system that they have. It is the amount of times it does not work or works incorrectly, and you go and try and grab something or place something, and it falls apart on you. It is an absolute nightmare. So, the plantains is dropping a lot. Fried plantains. So, I've just added that. Maybe add another one of those. And hook that up. See, I didn't want that to go there, but that's where it went. I didn't want to select that, but that's what it picked. I picked that, and then it didn't pick it. It is very frustrating on console, this game. Very frustrating. Especially if you're trying to move fast. And you have to move fast. You can't not move fast, because in this game, if you don't move fast, I'm hemorrhaging money. Look at the speed that I'm losing money. I can't do anything about that, except move quickly. So, these guys largely seem okay. I don't know why that would be losing money a lot. That's improving. These guys? Well, good. They should be fine. I don't see any issues with this place. So that's good. And this one? Again, all happy. So it's not a new world situation, it's an old world situation. Possibly. Old world, what is going on? Is it trades? Because I did have trades in place and I've now lost those trades because of those trade ships. What does my trade route system look like? I'm moving stuff around. Yeah, look, I'm bringing cotton into Denbury. It must just be that it's taking a while. Potatoes. If that's not working, then let's just get rid of it. I think I hit back instead of delete. Yeah, so delete it. If it's not working, let's get rid of it. So, yeah. I think we're selling everything we need to sell. I don't think any of that should have possibly changed. Maybe we could sell some of this stuff. It's got to be worth money.
is like, not meeting expectations.
I honestly, I don't have time. There's all this stuff going on. I don't have time to handle all of their little quests. I've got other important things to deal with. So the more of this stuff that I can get on the market, hopefully the more money I can make from it. Because I don't understand why we're losing so much money. You know, and that was the other part of the campaign side of things as well that I said. It's predominantly because these people aren't happy. But what are they not happy about? Clothes. So once you bring clothes and things back up again, I mean, they're now beginning to get happy, but what's this guy's problem? Not enough corn. Not enough corn. Not enough grain, sorry. It's getting better. Getting better. But anyway. Oh, I mean, you can tell, right? Frustrating much, is it? You bet it is. It's a very frustrating game, and the interface is also very frustrating. I find the wheel selection thing, because you click on something and it just doesn't even recognize that you've clicked it, and it's just, you know, and you're trying to move things and it drops. As you go up the higher levels, there's penalties for putting things in the wrong place and then having to move them, or you can't even move them at all. You would have to demolish them and rebuild them, and you don't get any money back. And that would be incredibly frustrating because there's no way to slow the game down any further. This is as slow as it gets, and you can go bankrupt in 10 minutes because you're spending your time trying to navigate the wheel and trying to get things done, and you're hemorrhaging money. Now my money's going back up again, perhaps, and like I said, I will have to go round and do a whole rebalance. The development phase now has to end because I have to go back and do a whole rebalancing of all of my economy everywhere on every island. And I've got now 8 islands to contend with. So I have to go and rebalance all those. I need to look at all of my trade routes. I need to look at everything. There's so many moving parts and pieces, and there's no way to slow it down to do that. You don't get any mental break to say, wait a minute, just let me have a look at this before everything falls apart. And I guess that's real life, isn't it? Things are not. You don't get to go, oh, I'll just hit pause button, so carry on. But it means it makes it very, very difficult because I'm now losing a lot of money, and I need to stop talking to you because I need to go and fix that right away. Otherwise, I'm going to go bankrupt, and that'll be the end of this series. So, yeah, there we go. Blimey. Another 9-10 hours worth of gameplay sunk into this game to progress, you know, and now that these people are starting to move up, the answer to some of my economic woes is to start advancing some of these people, because the more they advance, the more money I make. So I can start advancing some people, bringing those worker numbers down, you know, and arguably I have too many workers. You know, but it's about making money. If you keep those people happy, they generate you money. You know, so you have them there, and you know, there's always a bit of a cost, and it takes time. But I don't need 180 of them. I can put that all the way up there, and even an unhappy worker is worth more than a happy farmer. So it'll take time for it to work its way through. But you know, we promote a bunch of people, we wait the economy, see what happens. There you go, back up again. So yeah, so that's it for now. Blimey, like I said, a lot of time and major rebalance needed. I haven't even had 2 seconds to think to myself about tidying anything up or doing anything like that. Whew. Yeah, I'm exhausted just listening to me. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the chaos. If you were looking for organized, reasonable gameplay, this is not it. This is loose, look, losing money again.
A cup of coffee.
There you go.
I've been playing for 2 hours.
Thank you. loosely organized gameplay, and we're desperately trying to keep our head above water now, before we can move on. So drop a like, send me some mental support for the sake of my mental health, and subscribe if you want to see whether this actually works or whether I managed to destroy everything. And I'll see y'all again next time. Ta-ta for now.